In this video, I played Mothman 1966. Oh shit, what the f? Something hits the Mustang's antenna. I at least want to clean it off the radio antenna because I'm trying to listen to tunes while I drive, you know? This is like a pixel pulp, a visual novel, if you will, where the art style is just absolutely striking. Doesn't take long to see why. I shouldn't have stopped. Damn, Holt's going crazy out there, dude. It does so much with so little, and it's like a really pretty to look at game. I honestly recommend you stick around for this whole thing because the story it tells is sick and I'm really funny. This was streamed live on twitch.tv/Kwote. Also, if you enjoy this video, there will be this big card at the end that takes you to another one like it. And did you know only a fifth of you are subscribed with notifications on? It kind of hurts my feelings. Seriously though, if you sub and hit that bell icon, you'll never miss another upload. It takes 2 seconds. It's totally free. Anyways, enjoy this video. 3 red and 5 black in the discard pile. The 6 cards face up on the counter. 2 are red and 4 are black. So 5 red in all. And 9 black. You have no more moves, so you have to bet now. Chat, tell me your odds. What are we going for? We betting black or red? I only play blackjack, so I do not know. Play the black card? Black card it is. A large majority of the face-up cards are black, and you know that betting against a streak is usually dangerous. Even though you've already chosen, you decide to stay away from the counter. We're literally here as the dude's cleaning up. We're like the last person to leave the establishment that just makes the dude working the night shift's life hell. Can't bear losing again. You think of your grandma, Elsie, trying to win at solitaire for over 60 years. That's a long solitaire game. Suddenly the bell rings and you feel an invisible force trying to drag you into the present. Look through the window. Keep your eyes closed. Hey, help me out here. This is a decision-based game. Will I red pill or blue pill? Do I ignore the world around me or do I seek the truth? Window, red pill, window. Those fucking kids. It's always them goddamn toddlers. You goddamn kids! You don't know what comes over you, but you yell some things at them that you're too ashamed to remember. Justify yourself thinking that they might be the ones who got into your garage that night and stole some parts of the replica machine gun you're building. Replica? It sounds like the homie is 3D printing a firearm. The Winnin steam machine gun is the jewel of your collection. The kids yell at you, old freak, and laugh, sheltered by the distance. Deep down, you know that it can't be them. How would they know which parts of the machine gun were worth stealing? Go back in, check the hose. Dude, this game doesn't know us. We don't have any hose. We do not have hose on the Kwote stream. You think about what someone told you at the bar about replacing the hose with a thicker one so that it could only be activated by the weight of a card. And what happens if the kids jump with their bikes and land on top of the hose with one of the wheels, you asked? Kids are always going to find some way to bust your balls, they replied. Literally, he means they are like going to speed bag your nuts. Hey guys, look! Flashes of light from a mysterious ghost card. You scratch your head. This time, sorting the shelves doesn't help. You feel the same urgency as before and you can't think of anything else. Is the card going to be black? You need it to be black. Suddenly, the air seems heavy and you find it a bit difficult to breathe. 3 men in black are staring at you. Oh yeah, they're men wearing black, alright. You wish you'd asked them how they got into the station without you hearing the door open. The moose. The moose. After a few seconds of not receiving any response, you decide to break the silence. Give them directions to the moose. I mean, I'm gonna assume it's a place because I can give directions to it. I'm gonna be a helpful citizen. Oh, the moose is the gun? Actually, I want to ask. I'm curious. I'm gonna make some poor decisions because it's a video game. You bought a woman a whiskey. You don't know if it's the right move, but you try to relax and be more friendly. Do you know of a more effective way to socialize? You told her the dream about your grandma. What the fuck? A chill runs through your body. It's been a few weeks since that night. Even though you had a good time with Martha and have no regrets, something about the way the men in black ask their questions makes you uneasy. What do you want to know? Granny in the forest. Why do they speak so weird, dude? It's like they don't want straight answers from me by not asking straight questions. One of the men farther back lets out a cracking noise. He just bent his penis and calcified it. You look at him believing he's laughing, but the man in black's expression doesn't change. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell them about my dream and make it all metaphysical. You don't know if it's the way they look at you or because of a certain authority in their voice, but you tell them everything about the dream. 5 or 6 weeks ago, you woke up in the middle of the night, certain that something had happened to your grandma. You ran up to her room and Elsie wasn't in bed. The window was wide open. You know, for a paraplegic, she can sure move. You were about to go down to find her when a winged figure with glowing red eyes appeared in front of the window and screamed. After hitting your head on the bedpost, you lost consciousness. You woke up in your bed and remembered the dream almost instantly. It was just a dream, guys. I definitely didn't suffer a major concussion. You went up the stairs 2 at a time and opened the door to her room. Your grandmother slept peacefully. On the bedside table was the glass of milk you bring her every night and the deck of cards she uses to play solitaire. So she was there. It was a dream because she's still hanging around. During the days that followed, you tried to convince yourself that it had all been a dream, even though you couldn't explain where the little stitches at the base of your skull had come. Okay, listen. If I have stitches and I don't know where they came from, I'm gonna assume the dream I had where I fucking hit my head and injured myself was real. Like I'm gonna assume it's real. Looking a little grain around the gills there, big guy. After a few seconds, one of the men in black speaks again. The spots on her leg predate her birth, Holt. Is he referring to the dozens of moles on your grandma's legs? Dude, way to fucking like just shit on your grandma. Yeah, she's like nasty. She's got like moles all over her body, dude. Hate looking at them. And what do they mean by saying those spots predate her birth? Elsie always makes the same joke when you sponge her calves. Be thankful that you have to clean my legs and not my grandfather's. Huh. According to what she told you, her granddad had been shot dead by an experimental weapon early in the Civil War when his legs were ripped to shreds. The Winnin steam gun, son. A machine gun that doesn't appear in any book. Is that the shit that I'm building? You think about the replica you were putting together in the workshop, and you wonder if it was the men in black who had stolen these pieces. You're not telling anyone about this visit, Holt. You start to complain when one of the men in black picks up a card from the counter. Please tell me it's black. Please tell me it's black. Please tell me it's black. The top card of the deck! The crunch horrifies you. What are you doing, dude? Those are some fucking gnarly ass teeth. He had braces. He got them shit taken care of. The teeth of the man in black seem to tear more than simply paper. Desperate, you throw yourself under the counter and look for the card. Your heart is pounding. You look out the window and you don't see the Cadillac. You walk to where the car was parked a few moments ago. Can you imagine if some dude in a chute walked into your store, like your place of business, took one of your pieces of property and just took a big old bite out of it? What the fuck? Jack of diamonds. Motherfucker, it's red. You wonder if you should tell your grandma everything that happened or just keep your mouth shut. This seems like something you should at least confide into like a therapist about. Me when I phase out of existence. I don't think you can switch characters. I think you legit just, it picks it for you and tells you it in story order. Alright, look, Lee's got the Duke Nukem haircut, so you know he's a badass. What's wrong, babe? Victoria settles into her seat. Where are we going? I feel like just on principle, I should not make the woman uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? She's in a car with a dude. She asks, where are we going? And you just say nothing? Seems a little shitty. It's a surprise. That's not much better. That's not really an answer. Please. No, Vic, have some patience. Victoria giggles and you think this is the best gift in the world. Oh, this is an established relationship. I thought this was like a one-night stand. Okay, never mind. That's a sick-ass Mustang, though. Looks like the car from Ben 10 Alien Force, dude. Kevin Levin's car. You scratch the side of your head. Wow, you really hate being told how to drive. Yeah, I hate me a backseat driver, you know what I'm saying? I also hate a backseat gamer. Victoria, oh damn, she's bad. Victoria looks into your eyes and you feel a warmth in your face that takes you by surprise. You keep looking at her for a few seconds that seem like forever. And then you crash into a tree trunk and die. What, do I have a booger? Give her a clue about the origin, give her a clue about the date or the myth. It's where we first met. Don't you remember? It happened 100 years ago. Victoria answers almost immediately. After all, you're both majoring in history. The end of the Civil War. No, not in 1865. I mean exactly 100 years ago, Vic. Wait, these are both history nerds? There's no way that a history major looks like this. I refuse to believe that you can be this much of a Chad, driving a Mustang with stripes on it, be dating a very fine lady, and both be majoring in history. I don't believe it. There was a cholera outbreak in 1866, right? And how twisted do you think I am to set up a date themed around a cholera outbreak from a century ago? One would be a source of superstition, but we're taking thousands. You reach out to open the glove box and Victoria grabs your wrist. Better leave it to me. Victoria opens the glove box and examines its contents. A folder, a box, a flashlight. Victoria stretches out her hand and you finally grab the map you wanted. It was folded against the bottom of the glove box. You start talking and Victoria interrupts you. You put the map on the dashboard while Victoria puts away the folder, the box, the flashlight. Watch out! Me when I crash, you swerve to avoid a shape in the road. Victoria looks back. Lee? We almost ran that thing over. You put your hand on Vic's shoulder, trying to reassure her. Victoria points ahead. Just keep your eyes on the road, please. You take the map and throw it on her lap. Victoria raises her arms in disbelief. The Leonids, Victoria. We're gonna have dinner watching the Leonids. Victoria says nothing. Forgive me for trying to arrange the perfect date. You try to keep silent, but you can't hold it in. A meteor shower, a phenomenon associated with the passage of the Temple-Tuttle Comet every 33 years. In 1866, there was one of the most spectacular meteor showers ever recorded. Victoria doesn't even move. She's dead. She's a corpse. You know what, Lee? Shut up. Wow, rude. All because I almost ran someone over. Goddamn. You've never heard that tone before from her. Just keep quiet until we reach. She pauses as she examines the map you threw on her lap. Holt Station? Your friend Freddie had worked out the ideal place to see them in all their splendor, away from the city lights. And when you noticed Holt Station was inside the area, you didn't hesitate. But now Vic has ruined it. Oh shit, what the fuck? Something hits the Mustang's antenna. What the hell is that? Stop, Lee, stop. I at least want to clean it off the radio antenna because I'm trying to listen to tunes while I drive, you know? You get out of the car and find a dead bat in front of the headlights. Don't bats have some advanced echolocation system like a submarine sonar? What starts as a simple grunt in your throat emerges as a helpless scream. Fuck. But imagine I said that like really loudly. Lee. Vic's whispering. Doesn't take long to see why. I shouldn't have stopped. I shouldn't have stopped. This is your guys' fault, by the way. If we died, it's because of y'all. Coyote is watching you from where the dark of the forest meets the light of the moon. It's not interested in us. You point to the dead bat. They're scavengers. You hear a growl that quickly multiplies. You totally could have gotten inside the car by now. Like, they're not gonna break through it and you just, like, hit the fucking engine and you're out. It's not the first time you face coyotes in the woods, but you aren't taking any chances. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Yell and gesture. Run to the car. The thing is, like, he's in the way of the door. I think our best bet is to just, like, scare them. No pet option. If you want to lose your hand, yeah. Yell, I say. Yell at one of the coyotes at the side of the car. Yell at one of the coyotes on the other side of the car. So I can only do one at a time. Got his ass. Another coyote advances. You look into its watery, bloodshot eyes. I say just run to the car. I say just run to the car. I think this one's far enough away we can hack it. Now. The coyote closest to you leaps forward with savage bite. Encouraged by your screams, the rest of the coyotes soon join the feast. Oops. Just died, feeling good. Literally said to go on the offensive. It said now's your chance. It didn't say to do it. You have agency in these situations, apparently. Plus, it's not like trying it is gonna fucking, like, set me back too much. Like, we're literally back to where we started last time. You crouch down and find 4 stones. You pick them up. Throw it at one of the coyotes on this side of the car. Who am I trying to dink? Got his ass. The coyote retreats into the dark of the forest. To the left, so this guy sees all the people around him falling. He's like, oh my god, I'm such a fucking pussy, I'm so scared. Get fucked. Knew it! I knew it! Boom! Boom, baby! Boom, baby! Coyote retreats and you feel more and more confident. I shouldn't have stopped the car. I really should not have stopped the car. You get in the car, close the doors, and Victoria starts laughing. Although you know the reaction is more adrenaline than anything else. You start laughing too and then kiss her. After a few wordless minutes, you suddenly remember something. Holt, Vic, we're going to Holt's gas station. Victoria starts whistling. The doubts, the fears, everything seems a bit ridiculous now. You think about the plans you made for tonight and smile. You really like to hear her whistle. Chapter 2, playing as Victoria. God, I wish I was her. Wait here, Vic. I swear you won't believe it. You see him greet someone. Holt? Lee had written Holt Station on the map he'd thrown on your lap 20 minutes ago. He had written it by hand, and it might as well have said Hort Station, or Halt Station. Hell Station, even. That's foreshadowing. Lee's handwriting has always been intriguing to you. You remember that time you mentioned it to him and he responded with a disproportionate anger. Was that the night you got pregnant? Huh? She's pregnant? Say hi, don't say anything. I say just kind of let it be. Vic, this is Holt. Holt, Victoria. Hello. You respond to the greeting, but they don't seem to care that much. Be right back, Vic. It's just a bunch of pizza. You see them walk away with a box they took out of the trunk. What's inside the box? You're not stupid. You know that Lee has some business on the side beyond his work as an intern at the university. He preferred to keep it a mystery, something to make Lee a little more interesting. Would Lee be a good father? And the question that you still haven't had the courage to ask. Would you be a good mother? Would I be a good mother, Chet? No. Y'all have, like, no faith in me, huh? I'm not gonna lie. It hurts. It hurts. See, that looks suspicious. Who? Hello? The man talks to himself while holding something in his hand. Have you seen any winged creatures flying over the area yet? Excuse me, you are? Oh yes, sorry, hi. Lou Hill. Writer. Victoria Greenberry. History student. I would have just like gone first name. If even that, I might have just lied. I'm looking into about a dozen reports, Victoria. Numerous witnesses claim to have seen human-sized winged creatures flying over the area. Lou smiles, but the smile doesn't last long on his face. Look there at the top of the trees. This is one of the strongest jawlines I've ever seen in fiction. It won't take you long to find one. You aim at the area Lou just told you. Everything's blurry, so you decide— oh, it's binoculars. I'm brain dead. Everything's blurry, so you decide to adjust the binoculars. Adjust the focusing wheel. Oh shit. What the— It's Batman! It's Batman! This is just like the movie The Batman by Matt Reeves, 2022, starring Robert Pattinson. This is just like Robert Pattinson's Batman! It was just a second, but you think you saw something up there. But before I tell you my theory, I need your help. Could you draw on this notebook what you just saw? It looked like he was wearing a cloak almost. Batman is Mothman, confirmed, real. Yeah, that's the closest. Wide chest with short arms and wings. Thin insect-like legs. Let me just fuck around with the bodies. Nope, not like that. Damn, he bad as hell. Look at that. I think that's pretty close. I think that's pretty close to what I remember. Can we get a before and after to see how badly I fucked this up? Guys, unlike most situations, I will hear you out on this. Before giving it back, you write some notes further describing what you saw. For once, you're glad to hear Lee's voice. All good? Although he seems to be talking to you, Lee keeps staring at Lou. Lee walks over and puts his arms around you, his back to Lou. You know he must have been annoyed that Lou introduced himself as a writer. Although it's hard for you to admit it. You like to be hugged. Me as fuck, dude. Let's see the surprise. Close your eyes. Fine, I'll play along. Why is there— who put the fucking dog here? A romantic dinner for two under the same meteor shower that amazed our ancestors. You instinctively put your hand to your belly, and when you realize it, you quickly put it in your pocket. You look at the dog tied to the post. This feels like it was drawn by a furry. Like this looks like a dog that's standing on 2 legs and has a very, like, huge pecs. Look how cute it is, guys. Look at it. It's not infectious. It does not have rabies. I promise. The dog growls into the dark. Oh, that's a crunchy ass growl. So is this his idea of a special day? Looking at shooting stars while holding your hand? Can't stop thinking about the raw strength of the hug from a minute ago. Or how we scared the coyotes away by yelling and throwing stones at them. But holding hands like this, smiling and talking and looking into each other's eyes, feels like giving up, doesn't it? Is this what you want for the rest of your life? The dog barks like a maniac and you appreciate the distraction. Why doesn't he say anything? Oh, he's gonna propose. He's gonna propose. Also, I just realized he has like a normal sized forehead here, and then his hair goes for like half an inch, and then his head just stops. Ostensibly the top of his head. Like, what the fuck? What is going on there? Oh no! Turns out I am the Mothman. That creature you thought you saw in the treetops with Lou's binoculars. Had it been real? Not just your imagination? If we could pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. The sudden scream chills your blood. Oh, no, you know, winged creatures definitely do exist. I take it back. And silence takes over everything. Looks like Black Manta. Chapter 5, Halt. Man, my man Lee only got one chapter out of all the ones of this game. He's just getting continually shafted. The Winans doesn't work like a normal machine gun. Normal machine guns use gunpowder to fire projectiles. Lou is about to say something when you hear a scream that makes your blood run cold. You grab the shotgun without thinking twice. It's coming from the back. Come on. He has a flat ass head in every single angle. Fuck. Trent, no. Damn, they got his ass. Guard dog didn't do much, I'm gonna be honest with you. Though it feels like a dream, somehow you know. The creature is real. I feel like shooting it's probably a better bet than running up to it, because the dog will just die immediately. Because it's a shotgun, it has a really wide spread. Like, we really risk hurting the dog. Like, the dog is gonna get hurt if it gets dropped either way. Yeah, I need to think, but I'm thinking about like how the game will respond. You know what, I need to think about if it's gonna kill me and everybody here is. You aim your gun? Shit. But you don't have a clean shot. Okay, so I can't shoot it. The fury blinds you. You drop the shotgun and grab onto the chain. Son of a bitch is going to strangle Trent. Come on, hurry. But before they arrive, you feel the pull. No! And the floor disappears under your feet. It's just not practical to follow my dog into the night. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know you should hit the floor soon. Listen to Vic, Holt. Her sister's a nurse. No bone seems to be broken. My dog, Victoria and Lee help you to your feet. Lou doesn't take his eyes off the winged creature for a single second. He let go. He just let go. I know where your dog is, Holt. Wait a minute. Got something in the car. Man, he's got a game face, dude. Looks like a Metal Gear villain. You try to get up, but you feel dizzy and stumble. Victoria gives Lee a disapproving look and helps you keep your balance. After all, Victoria just wants to help, but I can do it by myself. I really don't think he can. Bro can barely walk. You get your rifle and walk with the rest into the blackness of the forest. We should go in. Calculated it by projecting the point where the creature dropped it on this map. You've calculated? You've calculated, you say? Weren't you a writer? Lou, don't mind him. Constantly checking the map, Lou leads the group on. Found the dog. Found the dog. It's hella dead. Compress his chest. Use both hands, just like that. Did you know that the cardiopulmonary resuscitation procedure was discovered by Dr. Knickerbocker while he was trying to save a dog? That's such a funny ass name. I'm glad he was trying to save a dog, but that's a funny ass name. Do I tell him to keep the fucking dog quiet? I swear to fucking God. I can't save it. It fell from like 100 feet up. I'm gonna pretend I'm like too distraught to stop him. Shut it, Lou. Oh, Vic said it anyways. Why didn't you shoot? Why didn't you try to blow the creature's brains out? Deep down, you know that's just the guilt talking. Lee, have you seen Lee? You stand up and look around. Lee's gone. Unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. You walk faster to keep your thoughts at bay. What the hell is wrong with her? Why does she even listen to him? Writer, says the fucker. What a loser. Typical 60s jargon, just calling him a nerd. You walk through the woods confident that you will be the one to find Holt's dog, dumbass. What then, Vic? What weird little face will you make? Oh shit, you feel like someone is watching. You're walking through a dense forest area where the darkness is almost total. Finally, you reach a clearing and look at the sky. The meteor shower is gaining intensity. Your heart is in anguish and you find it hard to breathe. Are you watching the Leonids, Victoria? Are you? Cry. Don't cry. Let it out, man. Just let it out. The last time you cried like this, you were 16. You seem to hear something. A kind of rumor. You think of the noise hands make when they shake the dust off an old volume. You try to think about the map you've got in the car. As you get closer, you hear it more clearly. You feel a kind of calm. Not peace, but numbness. Suddenly, the whitest light you've ever seen floods the ground. Even when there's no river nearby, the sound is deafening. You feel the light pulse with painful intensity. That's just really fucking pretty, dude. As if millions and millions of red ants were sinking their little jaws into your skin. Pain turns into light. You want to scream, but you have no mouth. And the white that precedes everything consumes you. You don't know how long it takes. You feel the urgency of what is yet to be. And white makes you desperate. It's a SpongeBob background! Guys, the goat's standing up, and he's gonna transform into Kendrick Lamar. You feel the white light leaving your body. And you hear your own voice screaming at the top of of your lungs. They look so fucking creepy the way they're framed like that, man. I don't know, just being covered in like that mix of green and blue hues is really fucking terrifying. You drop to the floor and cover your head with both hands, filled with a sense of completeness that you cannot explain. Chapter 7, Victoria. Did you know that he chased away a pack of coyotes with screens, some stones, and a blow on the hood of his car? You wonder if it's authentic or a calculated gesture to show some empathy. What's your business with Lee? I shouldn't tell you anything. Holt lowers his voice. But you shut Lou up back there, and I'm going to make an exception. Holt tells you about Lee's business, the sale of original Civil War pieces, the xerographic copies of historical documents. He knows what he's doing. You hear twigs snapping. Who's there? Oh, he's just got like fucking aiming his gun at him. Grandma? What the fuck? Out of nowhere? The sight of Holt's grandmother holding an old rifle mesmerizes you. The whole thing looks like an image from some Wyeth painting. A wet dream for almost any of your classmates. So you're telling me your classmates would be into this shit? Like this is like their definition of a like just came in my pants moment? An image that not only defies gender stereotypes, but also demolishes social constructs like that of grandma in classic stories. The expression on Holt's grandmother's face changes. My legs. Holt picks up his grandma and helps her sit against a tree trunk. He looks at his dog's corpse and beckons you to come closer. I need to bury Trent before carrying on. How do you feel, ma'am? Confused. Here, Victoria. You didn't hear him approach. Grab the handkerchief without thinking twice. A strange feeling runs through your body. I was probably your age when I stopped feeling my legs. Lou picks up the old rifle and examines it briefly. Holt looks at you with an expression you can't quite make out. Are you okay? No, you're not okay. But what are you gonna tell him? That you're pregnant? That your boyfriend is missing? That winged creatures out of old pulp magazines are apparently more than just fiction? I mean, he pretty much knows all of those except for the pregnant part. Like, I don't know, like, how big of a bombshell is that gonna be on top of the shit you've all seen tonight? You find it hard to believe what you're seeing. Why are all these creatures flying over the gas station? Interesting. That's the only thing he has to fucking say? Curious, I say as I see fucking lots of deadly cryptids in front of me. Did you find it interesting what they did to Trent? A sudden silence befalls the group. Suggest a plan. Let's give it a second. We gotta enter the gas station. You just cover me. What's even the plan, running with his grandma in his arms? Why does he have to be the hero? Halt! The shriek chills your blood. Two winged creatures on the street lamps. The light, Victoria. These creatures seek the light. I should have suggested a plan to start with, I think. Aim for the lamp on the left. Poggers. The winged creature flies to the farthest pole. You have one bullet left. 2, 1. The two creatures fight, take flight, and get lost in the night. Holy fuck, I'm so smart! Holy shit, I'm literally the smartest person ever, like, invented by anybody. Is someone going to make a wish? You laugh under your breath. You still can't believe everything that happened tonight. Yeah, Lee's just kind of out there, you know. Huh. You know that as soon as you stop to think, you touch your belly and fight back the tears. The Leonids are reaching their point of highest intensity. The screeching is deafening. Lou is about to add something, but suddenly falls silent. They're gonna fly at the meteors, because they're bright as hell. This sounds like the opening to a Cardi beat. Ever since my brother died, I've been thinking about homicide. I take my shirt off. That's the kind of beat this is. Guys, when I say Cardi, I am almost always talking about Playboy Cardi. I'm almost never referencing Cardi B. I need to make that explicitly clear. Before meeting Lee, you had some experiences in college. Experiences by which you sought to open the doors of your perception. Lee doesn't know, and you don't know how he would react if he found out. But the strange dance of these creatures in the sky beats anything you experienced while tripping. Yeah, that dude missed out. And I'm Holt once again. What was that? Oh, it's the fella. Lee? Victoria tries to hug Lee while he babbles something you don't understand. At no time does he look up. I think I got lost in the forest. Thought I heard the sound of a river. I felt someone looking at me. Lee starts to cry. Victoria tries to calm him down. And then came the white. I don't know how to explain it. It was as if I could see everything and nothing at the same time. And a goat looked up to the sky to watch the shooting stars. What the hell is going on? Bro walked all the way to the gas station and just noticed the monsters walking outside. I think the time has come. Although you can't stand his tics or his false dramatics, you want to know what's going on. Leonids occur every 33 years. Some are intense, like those of 1833 or the ones in 1866. Others are weak, 1899 for example. And those are the ones we have the records of. This year they're intense again. Why a 100-year difference and not 99? That 1-year discrepancy bothers me too. And I think it has to do with the problems of our calendar, the periodic adjustments that we are forced to make. Each meteor shower spawns new bipeds, and it was in one of the storms that mankind arose. That's a funny way of putting it. So mothmen are like the replacement species for humanity ostensibly. What makes us different from all of them is that we survive by destroying any other biped that came along, or by reducing them to the realm of gossip or fiction. Outside, the creatures begin to fight. Why? What motivates them? And what about Lou? Should you believe everything he says? It's about as good as any other explanation we got for the night. Your grandma's cough sounds like the noise of a tractor's engine refusing to start. You have to kill them all. The voice with which she speaks seems to come from much further back than her throat. We had a secret weapon, and we would use it to finish off the upright beasts. I wanted to take the Winans from the battlefield. I just want to finish the mission. She's on some demon time shit, man. Victoria and Lee look at each other. Lou walks up to you and tells you almost in a whisper, I bet the moles on your grandma's legs correspond exactly to her grandpa's wounds. Did you ever tell Lou about your grandma's legs? You're confused and Lou seems to notice. Could it be that Elsa's grandfather was talking to you through your grandmother's body? The Winans. A project that has obsessed you for a long time and now you think you know why. You're terrified that behind all your decisions something more than your own free will was at work. Cringe! Cringe! Me when predestination theory is real! Grandma is just a quirked up white boy. Jesus. Quick, let's get her out. It's still not working. What do you mean it's not working? It has some kind of safety mechanism, and I still haven't been able to assemble it successfully. The L's! Yeah, we take a lot of those here on the stream. Those L's are the rubric of a secret society founded in the middle of the last century. Nerd. Oh, L-wall, 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 everybody. YouTube, you could have been here for the L-wall. You missed out. You take a deep breath. It shouldn't be that hard to find the right configuration. Examine pieces. Fuck, this is such a weird configuration. I wish it would just let me, like, fucking interact with the picture so I could, like, just kind of fucking ham it up. But I gotta do this all through text options. Sorry, this is gonna take me a second, guys. I'm very stupid. There. Don't worry, I'm going to, because I have no choice but to. Yes! Holy fuck, I'm so smart. Holy shit, dude, I'm literally the smartest person alive. Oh my god. Although outside the creature's shouters are getting louder, can't help but feel a certain happiness. The Winans is finally complete. Elsie stands next to the Winans holding a rifle. Yeah, she's like she's on the same par as this, honestly. Lee, Lou, and Victoria stand back a little. Cannon fodder in the war against the upright beasts. Is it like to my right? Or is it to like... Okay, no, it's going on my axis. Let's get him first. Get fucked. Get fucked. Doing my best here, you know? That one of the ends about to fuck us up, ain't he? Eat this bullet. I can kill one upright beast. Then I need to reload. I don't know if there's just like a 100% correct way to do this. Because we need some like penetrating power here. Here he comes. There we go. Gone. Deserters. Stay shooting bipeds. Like, I don't think there's a way out of this configuration, because this is all dogmen. If we're going to fight here, we fight all together. Oh, they just disappeared. That's convenient. I don't want to keep running away. I should be out there and win with my red badge of courage. You want a real red badge of courage, Lee? I'm pregnant. Your head spins. You find it difficult to organize your thoughts. You think of your own father, of all your suffering. Did you know that Stephen Crane wrote Red Badge of Courage without ever having set foot on a real battlefield? The first time you saw Lou, you wanted to twist his arm and bring him to his knees. Now you smile and put an arm on his shoulder. Thanks, Lou. That's actually like a hard-ass sentence, like line of characterization. That's actually like, I like how that was written. I don't know. I feel like it came like really full circle the way like Lee comes around to liking Lou as a writer because of like his knowledge of shit that he liked. Come out and fight. None of you move. My red badge of courage. Lee, don't. Do I kill the grandma or do I save the grandma? Like, let's be honest, Holt's already dead. Wait, would polling take the gun from her and then I go out and fight? Or would pushing her, like, sacrifice her? Yeah, you know what? I'll pull. Elsie rotates her shoulders and stumbles. The rifle points at the ceiling. Elsie loses her balance. The rifle points at her body. Pull. Elsie lunges at you with unbelievable force and makes the rifle point at you. L just got shot, feeling good. Okay, we pushed last time. It worked. Push again. You push and you hear a shot. L! Your hands are shaking. You didn't fire the rifle. However, somehow you had been able to feel the different endings. Yeah, because I fucking died in one of them. That's how you sound. You don't know why you're surprised after all. Holt's grandmother is possessed by her own grandfather, a soldier who fought in the Civil War and was mowed down by a machine gun. The same machine gun whose burst you now hear outside the gas. Damn, Holt's going crazy out there, dude. Look at bro. Look at bro. He's like, his teeth are lining up. Chapter 10. Victoria. You don't think about it too much. As Holt fires the Winans machine gun, you run as fast as you can. If you want to survive, you have to get away from there. Lee tries to make himself heard over the gunfire and the shrieks of the creatures. Oh wait, no, that's wrong thing. What? What did I do? Hey, Nuka, thank you for the raid, man, but I think I just bricked my fucking game. Don't tell me I lost all my fucking progress, dude. I'm actually gonna cry. Dude, no, don't tell me. Right? A pigman tries to grab your arm, but you manage to get away. You're almost there. You get in the car and slam the door shut. You hear a knock and you jump in your seat. Let's go, let's go. Lee speeds up. The Leonids, upright beasts, intrafamilial possession, experimental weapons, the Order of the Elves, Men in Black, and Mothmen. There they are, the topics of my next book. Ha ha! This fucking dude. With all that you suffered tonight, Lou's comment seems a bit inappropriate. We travel in silence for a few minutes. Are you alright, Lee? You look a little pale. Lee takes a few seconds to answer. I don't know. Lee scratches his head. I can see things before they happen, Vic. Have you felt it since the episode you told us with the white light? Lee's hands are tightly clasped on the steering wheel. In the second when we were running to the car, it's like precognition because he's aware of us playing the game controlling him. After a few minutes, you remove your hand and settle back in your seat. You look for Lou in the rearview mirror and see him jotting something down in his notebook. Oh no, new biped alert. Lee steps on the brakes and opens the door on his side. What happened? Can you see anything from there? You shake your head. Here he comes. Goat baby. That's the Jersey Devil right there. It's hurt, Vic. That's our new child. Although neither of you say anything. You think you know what you have to do. Lee kisses you on the mouth and starts the car. In the back seat, Lou clears his throat. I don't want to be anticlimactic, but demonization of the god Pan, Satan as a male goat. You do know that there are records throughout history of bloody wars against goatmen, don't you? And then they went on to raise a goat baby together. Kendrick Lamar as a infant, aka the baby goat. It's the baby goat. It's the baby goat. 8 years later, we have a fully grown goat baby, and he's going to elementary school. He never stopped wearing that same jacket. It's legit just a fucking goat kid! Kendrick Lamar in his childhood times. So yeah, from what I know, the studio that made this, LZB Studios, from what I've seen, I don't know if I'll play the demo on this stream, but I'd be super down to see, like, play the next one. POV, this game is Kendrick Lamar's backstory. I really like that. I don't play games, like, in that vein very often, but I think it went over super well. If you're watching this on YouTube, you missed this first experience live. We're on twitch.tv/Kwote recording these videos before they get edited down on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and it's a lot of fun under a live setting. We'd love to have you. It's always fun, like, growing the folks who come out here. We'd love to see you guys here. Guys, I've changed my strategy from calling them losers to saying, you know, we appreciate you watching the videos, but we'd really love to have you in our community. You know, you just gotta be parasocial, you know what I'm saying?